How's it going there, everybody? It's Mr. Zen over here bringing you guys a brand new video for today. And for today's segment, guys, I'm going to be giving my first impressions of a brand new shonen manga that's just been recently hit a lot of people's eyes and attentions that I personally myself want to be talking about as well. Now, granted, guys, today's video is going to be about Dr. Stone. Dr. Stone, folks, I personally found this manga to be very entertaining and very interesting from the beginning all the way to the very end, folks. And I personally thought that this manga does deserve some praise as well, as not only was created by the author Inagaki Richiru and artist Mr. Boichi, that you're here thinking that these two guys, they're pretty famous in the anime community and manga community, that I'm personally think that of course these two guys, this story has to give some more praise to it as well. Now, granted though, guys, the story itself might seem a little bit, you could say, over exaggerated. Maybe might have been like a refurbished idea that's been thrown around many times in shonen and cliche stories, but I'm loving the way that these two guys went about it with this direction of the story, and we're going at it in a scientific sort of approach that it kind of gives us viewers more of a what's going on in this story. But wait a minute, these main characters themselves, they contrast each other so well, but yet they work together in a manner that it makes it fit. It makes the story fit, and it makes it justifiable, and it's actually open for more possibilities to go about with each and even of the characters themselves. Now, granted though, like I said, Dr. Stone manga is centered around the main character Taiju, who is in love with this girl that he's been loving for 5 years, named, I believe, was Yuzuhira. And this girl, of course, seems like it was like his best friend of some sort, but I believe that Taiju actually, he wanted to confess his feelings. And we also get introduced to another side character, I believe was Senku, who seemed to be more of the side character, but it seems that he started to become more of the main character as the story was progressing through this character architect that was going on about. That I personally saw that it's fitting through these three main characters that was emphasized in this story. Now, the overall story that's going on, which is kind of gave a lot of mystery behind it, that I personally thought okay, hold on, let's take a step back and look at it. And the story itself involves that, like they said, the three main characters, Senku, Taiju, and Yuzuru, they're doing their regular high school shenanigan days, and a random explosion just happens to go about, and everybody gets turned to stone. Yes, everybody gets turned to stone, but yet you're wondering as to who caused this explosion. Was it a natural phenomenon? Was it a human with extraordinary abilities? Was it an act of God? Was it a chemical warfare? We don't know that for sure, but one thing's for sure, every single human in the entire planet Earth got turned to stone, but yet only those with the strongest will, or you could say the strongest mind itself as well, actually survived a millennium of some sorts. And once they survived, you could say the petrification of the human body itself, then of course everybody went to daily bout. But granted though, I love the way that the author and artist Boichi and Richido were actually going about with this manga, was the fact that the way it was enticing for us, viewers. The way that it was set up was just, it was perfect. Regular kids are just having their regular high school life, going about, and a random explosion happens, and now they have their own set and ideal goals. And now they have to go find out as to what's going on. And basically these two characters, Senku and Taiju-kun, they have to basically rebuild civilization as itself, or as they said at the end of the manga chapter itself, we're going to be the new Adam and Eve. And yes, of course, many people are taking that phrase way too literal, and they're like, no, it's Adam and Steve with these two characters. No, guys, it was just a statement to him to emphasize the fact that they're basically the gods of this new world. But no, they were not talking anything about love making of some sorts. People are just going over with that. People's fantasies, guys, they sometimes go just a little bit overboard. But no, I get what the author was trying to go with that. No, I don't think that's not what his main purpose was about. And it's more or less to say to bring about the technology that the human race has, been brought upon, to bring it so it won't be back to going to the barbaric ages, because like I said, everybody's been turned to stone. So, and as even though everybody was turned to stone, Earth itself was still continuing to move on. Trees, what you could say, rivers, dams, towns all got destroyed, but nature itself was still continuing to grow. And that's the thing I love about the way that these two authors actually made this story about, like the way that it was actually intended. It seemed realistic, and the scientific approach also seemed very, it made sense, because I believe they were talking about, I believe it was like some of the characters were talking about like if it was like the petrification of the nervous tissue of some sort. And it was kind of weird at the same time, because people were talking about, like I said, if it made sense, if it was a chemical warfare that was going about. Like, it just made it brought so many theories and ideas to the viewers and readers. Are like, oh my god, what is going on here? I want to know who's the main villain too. Since there's no villain involved, so like I said, the story itself could be growing on for it could continue to grow, and it has potential to grow as well. That I love the way that it set that hierarchy for the story itself. It can go anywhere it wants. It could continue being just an adventure of two best friends trying to bring back the civilization, trying to figure out what was the cause of the petrification of the human world, or it could be just the dawn of the new world. Like, it had that sort of emphasis and feeling of Planet of Dawn, Planet of the Apes. Like, it's just like everybody's just living animals themselves. We don't even know that for too sure as well in the story itself, if the animals on human Earth actually have advanced in a way that they learn human speech. Like I said, a lot of things can happen, because this is a shonen manga. It's targeted for people to have this type of battle-esque strategies. And that's the thing that was crazy about. There was no battles involved in this shonen manga, since we all know shonen likes to be involved with either sports. Even if it's a sports type of architecture in the shonen category, it still involves a certain battle between two foes. Like I said, there wasn't any battle whatsoever going on about here. That kind of emphasized the fact that, like, what are going to be the enemies? Like, I love the way that it was being marketed on the pictures in the beginning of the chapter, that it seemed like the main characters seemed like they're ready to fight. Yeah, honestly, Dr. Stone seemed like might have been like an action oriented one, but no, it just seems like more of an adventure type. So, in my honest opinion, like I said, I think it's perfect the way that it's going on about the story. Like, I love the way the authors have left that at a stand right now. But let me know down in the comments below, guys, as to what are you guys' thoughts on the chapter itself. What do you guys think of the main character, Taiju? Like I said, Taiju is more of that character archetype that's a big muscle-bound freak, but he's more inclined to his feelings, and he's very honest to himself, how was emphasized on the chapter itself. While Senku himself seemed more of a character who's more logical, who seems to actually, he believes on Taiju himself, but he seems to like more, he could be leading more to, you could say, to be the antagonist of the series as well. We don't know that for sure with Senku. Maybe let me know down in the comments if you guys think that Senku might be a future antagonist, because he's very logical, and he's the first to react to many of the outcomes that's been going on in this. Like I said, it's interesting to see how this manga chapter was going about. I'm loving it to the end, folks. But like I said, let me know down in the comments below as to what you guys' thoughts on the manga chapter and the overall aspect of itself. And as always, guys, if you guys enjoy my content, don't forget to give a like, comment, share, and subscribe for more first impressions of the new shonen manga that are out there. And as always, I will check out my other stuff as I review and discuss other anime topics as well. And as always, guys, hope you guys are having a wonderful day. But this is Mr. Zen, signing out.